Rimane sempre molto alto il brasiliano.
Bonucci verso Alexandro, al volo la mette dietro, Higuain sponda, Mandzukic prova, rete!
Ex-Man City coach Roberto Mancini is very popular among the citizens, and so is Mario Balotelli. Together, they were quite the odd duo. See, during the 2011-2012 campaign, Mario Balotelli played a total of 1,326 minutes, scoring a total of 13 goals in his 23 Premier League appearances. It was one of his best goal tallies, and included one of the most unexpected goals to grace the Premier League. Yep, Mario Balotelli scored a goal with his shoulder. Which is why it'll go down as one of the craziest improvised moments in football. Welcome to Playmaker, where we bring you one of the craziest aspects of the game, improvisation. Just like Mario, these are some of the players who found ways to adapt very effectively, which resulted in wicked goals. Just like Olivier Giroud's scorpion kick. Absolutely wicked. The goal was even dubbed one of the greatest goals ever seen at the Emirates by Arsene Wenger. Not to mention winning the FIFA Puskas Award for Goal of the Year. One thing's for sure, you'll know you'll get a moment of pure class when footballers improvise. I hate to tell you this, but that's not the only improvised goal that was shortlisted in the Puskas Awards, because what Luis Suarez did in 2020, it should be considered an absolute pandemic. Well, that, and because there was literally an actual pandemic in the same year. Anyway, Toni Kroos. Not only did he improvise this next goal, but it was pure class from an elite midfielder. In fact, it wasn't much improvisation, as it was quick thinking from the Real Madrid veteran. After spotting the goalkeeper off his line, Kroos decided to bend one in. Bend it like Beckham? No sir. Bend it like Kroos. These kinds of goals are so rare. Even more rare than seeing something like this on the internet.
Moment for Messi! Oh my goodness!
Whose child is that? These goals are so rare that people even had to reinvent a name for them. Olympico. Wow, talk about a very fitting name for a goal. I wonder if it's better than the Flying Dutchman, the name that was given to Robin van Persie's insane looping header. See, back in 2010, the Netherlands lost out to Spain in the World Cup final. A heartbreaking defeat at the biggest stage, meant for a triumphant return at the next tournament in Brazil. Hence, this outrageous goal by Robin van Persie. The audacity to try something like this at the biggest stage should receive nothing more but respect and appreciation. True improvisation of the highest order. Neymar's moment, however, is one for the books. See, our beloved Brazilian trickster is always a joy to watch. For fans, that is. For opponents, however, well, let's just say it's the other way around. Okay, enough of that. Neymar continues to thrive and perform at 31 years of age. Class really is permanent. And mind games too, which is something Neymar did. Back in 2020, PSG beat Varslan Beveren by 7-0. One of them included an improvised pass to Mauro Icardi, seconds after Neymar asked the goalkeeper which side to go.
Tacle-là entre Neymar et... Neymar et...
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, all right. You want to know what's even more impressive? Changing your body's trajectory mid-air to score one of the best goals in Premier League history. Something Ilkay Gundogan did. It's a known fact that toward the end of the season, Gundogan always comes alive. So much so that he basically defied the power of aerodynamics.
Takes the defender away, goes in towards Gundogan. Oh, Ilkay Gundogan!
Man, Gundo scored so many important goals for Man City, including these two volleys in the FA Cup against Manchester United. The blue side of Manchester just seems to excel continuously, year in, year out. Elsewhere at Old Trafford, it's a different story, because what David De Gea did, I can't even begin to explain the magnitude of how crazy and outrageous that guy is sometimes. But first, look at Cristiano Ronaldo's goal. For your information, it's rather an unusual goal.
Campaign is perhaps the scruffiest goal Ronaldo is.
I'm sure Cristiano Ronaldo won't mind it at all. Just put it under a goal and an assist by Ronaldo Jr. But he might have trouble explaining the fact that his 50th club career hat-trick was a performance prompted by his desire to win a game that saw Manchester United struggle against Norwich City. Oh boy, how would you even begin to explain the current state of Man United to a fan in 2009? Well, you can start by explaining this moment of improvisation that saw David De Gea not only refuse to pass to his own teammate, but would rather give away possession from a throw-in. Some called it unfair and totally brutal from De Gea, but to some, it was the smartest thing to do in a high-pressure situation. Congratulations on using your head, I guess. Surely the same thing can't really be said for the next moment on our list, right? Or can it? Back in 2020, Barcelona played against Slavia Prague in the group stages. However, it didn't go too well for them, as the team looked out of shape and way too prone to opposition attacks. Many of the fans blamed Arturo Vidal's role in Barca's midfield, claiming he was the main cause of their instability. Arturo knew he had to do something to win over the fans. Something. Anything. But that's when he decided to use his head. Literally. Arturo Vidal head pass to Messi. Yep, he slid down and put his head on the line in hopes of salvaging an assist. Because despite having Messi, Griezmann, Dembele and Suarez, Barcelona still drew the game 0-0. If I were a Barcelona fan, you'd best believe I'd be disappointed. The first person I'd raise my frustration to would be Luis Suarez. I'd probably have to ask him why he didn't do the same genius move he once did against Mallorca. I'm talking about the Luis Suarez back heel. File that under most confusing goals ever scored. Because how in the name of football pitches and soccer balls did he manage to squeeze that one in? This goal was so good, it made the top 3 finalists for the 2020 Puskas Award. Making the shortlist of FIFA's Best Goal of the Year award is quite something, not to mention doing it when you least expect to with an improvised goal like that. Even better. When 2021 came around for the annual Puskas Award, I know for a fact that it was something Bukayo Saka dreamt of winning. After his goal against Chelsea, I don't know. It wasn't very convincing to me, and neither was it for my dad, which is why I dared him to find out from the man himself.
Smith Rowe.
Oh, what a goal!
Wonderful effort and a truly...
I'll take that. Very convincing to me, actually. What's even more convincing is what Edison did in the Champions League final. Manchester City were aiming to complete a historic treble in what was one of the most historic seasons for the club. They had one last hurdle if they were to become treble winners, but Inter weren't going to make it easy. Tensions were high all around the stadium. In fact, tensions were so high that Pep Guardiola even forgot how to sit. And Inzaghi, well, he did that. But what Edison did next had everyone on edge.
Oh, Bernardo Silva's not going to get that! Lukaku!
This improvised save from Edison won the UCL for Manchester City and turned Lukaku into a meme. Wow, talk about luck. I guess footballers benefit from good fortune here and there, for players like Edison at least. But he's not the only one who's reaped the rewards of good anticipation. In a match against Dortmund, a moment of defensive brilliance turned out to be one of the best-headed assists in the 2022 group stages. Dusan Tadic couldn't believe his luck when the ball perfectly landed on his path, courtesy of a well-placed assist from a defender who thought he'd cleared the ball away. Now, these next 2 moments are bonkers, so you might want to strap yourselves in for a joyride all the way to France, not to Paris, but to Reims, where you'll find out what this guy did. Kylian Mbappe has enjoyed a successful 7 years with PSG, arrived with only just 1 League One title to his name, and left with not 1, not 2, not 3, but a whopping 6 titles in 7 seasons, as well as becoming PSG's all-time top goal scorer. In 2020, it was reported that out of 34 matches played, PSG won 85.9% with Kylian Mbappe, compared to a less significant 81% without him. It seems PSG were pretty weak without Kylian Mbappe providing a helping hand for his team. And I mean literally, a helping hand. Good improvisation though.
Continue, Mbappé de la mort. Évidemment, but...
By now, I'm sure everyone knows Mbappe is a team player. He always comes clutch for his teammates, especially in tough times. No wonder he's captain for France. A true leader. He took a page out of Harry Kane's book. Now, this guy here, he's one heck of a leader. Okay, this last moment is a bit crazy. Harry Kane is known for 2 things. 1, one of the best strikers to never win a major trophy, and 2, for being the only person on planet Earth who can't properly speak his own language.
1-0 down, were you always confident today because of the way you pressed high and got into them that you were going to win the game?
Yeah, I think they scored quite early on, but we were playing very well, and we continued that in the second half. And we just knew if we kept doing what we was doing and pressing and creating chances, we was going to score. And yeah, we did. And yeah, it was probably one of the best games we played all season.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. That's all. What I did manage to catch, though, was this clip of Harry Kane trying to catch a ball. Oh boy, gotta take one for the team sometimes. And hey, he may not be good at saving balls, but he sure as heck can put his money where his mumble is when it comes to goal scoring. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed these epic highlights, you won't want to miss our other videos right up here. Stay entertained, stay amazed. See you on the field.